Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So these are my January sales and I did do pretty well. However, I will admit overall these sales aren't that they're not like I made like 18 sales on eBay, one sale on Etsy, but none of the sales were very large sales. Like they're all kind of low level sales. So I did all right in January. I think I did a lot better in February, or at least a little better. And also, the sales in February were a little bit more interesting. The sales in January are fine, but it's just like like I'm saying, like lower level stuff. Nothing terribly exciting. But with that said, I will get right into it, and I will try to go a little bit faster this time since I have so many sales in January. Um, I won't try to make a story about each and every little thing, but we know how that goes. So, anyway, this is just a Mastodon band shirt, Crack the Sky. I had to figure out which tour this was from because on the back there were tour dates, but no year or anything. But the graphic on the front was really cool. Unfortunately, there was like a ton of these exact same shirts, but none of them had the tour dates on the back. So I thought that was interesting and what kind of set this apart from all the other ones. Anyway, I got this at a garage sale for only 25 cents, and the profit wasn't great. I got 12.74, but from a quarter to 12.74, that's not bad. And plus, I got shipping on top, so that was pretty nice. Next thing, I have been selling these um, stocking kits like crazy. Like almost every single one that I bought, I sold. I'm still waiting on like one more, but yeah, they didn't sell for Christmas. They sold in January. So if you're ever like stocking up on these stocking kits and you have not sold them, in November, December, you might sell them in January. There's a very good chance. Anyway, this was a really cool one and a little bit more valuable one. It didn't go for a whole lot, $25.49, but it went with free shipping. So estimation it's probably about $21, and this is before all the shipping went up and everything. Yeah, that's it for that. This one I didn't do well at all. I actually took an offer for this to get it out and get it moving for $5, and I got shipping on top of that. So I sent it in a flat rate shipper, and person liked it a lot, sent me a message saying like, "Hey, if you have any more of these, let me know." And what's funny is I actually did. I had one more exactly like this, which I wasn't sure if she'd be interested in. I sent her a message. I was like, "Hey, I have one more just like this," and she never messaged me back. So I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to get it out. This was like from Barnes and Noble. I got it new. I didn't make a ton of money off of this since I probably bought this for like $2 or so. Anyway, next one is I got this for free. I have said before that I used to get stuff from my dad because he used to like to go picking as well. Sometimes he would keep things, sometimes he would give them to me. But now, since he's retired, he's selling for himself now, which is great. I've been telling him to do that, so he's gotten interested in selling on eBay again. Anyway, so this cost me nothing and did sell for the full price of $29.99 plus the shipping. And it just had some weird graphics in the back. I was kind of worried that it would be like a bootleg. It was kind of fuzzy, but with it being sealed and everything, I just had no idea. I wasn't sure, so I don't know. I was hoping the person wouldn't complain. They never did. So I just hope for the best on that one. Anyway, next item. These are so cool. I'm going to go through these a little bit more. So I got a $50 offer on these Iranian photos from the 30s, and they were at a garage sale for 50 cents because I got a bag full of like these photos plus some postcards, and the whole thing was a dollar. And so I split up the postcards and the photos as separate lots. And I had these up for like a little while. These are some camels in the back, if you can see that. And it says village near Hamadan. Now, I just had to go by what the actual photo said. I mean, I can't verify that these were from Iran, but they look to be legit. This one was cool. Oh, there's not a bigger picture of it. This one was cool because it said that it was a power plant in Hamadan, which is like a village near Tehran. And I looked it up and like it checked out because I read that Hamadan had one of the last power plants built like in that era. Like they started in the 20s and the last one was built in 1936. Of that I can't remember what the deal was, but of that type. And then later on, of course, in the 50s, maybe 40s, 50s, they started building, I guess, like more advanced power plants. So I was amazed when I found that because I was like, whoa, the picture totally checked out. I mean, if that's what it says it is. Anyway, this is a landscape picture of Tehran. And I just love these snow-capped mountains. I looked at another landscape picture of current day Tehran, and there's a ton of like skyscrapers, and it just looks totally different. There's a lot of um, like fog and smog in the air now, and this just looks so clean and nice. This is just it says Persian girl. Back then, I believe the outside world called Iran Persia. Until I think late 30s, they were like, okay, you guys have to call us Iran. They called themselves Iran already, and everyone else, for some reason, just said Persia. And I think for a long time, Persia just stuck until people started referring to it as Iran. That's what I'm trying to say. I learned a lot about Iran in selling these pictures. They were so cool. I was hoping I could get a little bit more for them, or even a lot more, because I didn't see any other photos of Iran from the 30s. And I just thought that was so weird that like I had these and I just didn't see any other ones at all on eBay or Etsy or anything. And I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna ask um, several, maybe I'll get several hundred, but I don't know. I eventually ended up going with 75 and not much interest at all from them. I don't know if people want more like legitimacy. If anyone knows about antique photos, let me know and like let me know if you know why maybe they didn't go for more. Because these were just like amazing. Maybe it's the actual like maybe it's just the subject. This one in particular was like a Iranian bazaar where this guy is like selling rugs on the street and people are looking at him. So cool. Anyway, from what it looked like, a guy in the Iranian community that was kind of high up, he ended up getting these for $50. This is a cash flow game, and I am very thankful for other resellers because I wouldn't have known about this game. I might have still have like scanned it, but when I saw it, I knew exactly what it was. They sell for really well. They're by the guy Robert Kiyosaki, and what's funny is me and my husband tried to play this game, and it sucked. I hated it. What the deal was, see these doodad cards right here? Okay, so you'll be like working and, taking in paychecks and paying bills, which is fine. I understand like this game is supposed to help you learn how to build wealth. But then you would get this doodad card by coming across one of these squares in the board game. And you would pull the doodad, and it would say, like, oh, you just bought a piece of exercise equipment for $3,800. And you wouldn't have that in your bank account. And I'm like, this is not like real life at all. Because in real life, if I only had $2,000 coming in every month, I would not buy a $4,000 exercise machine unless I saved up the money, which obviously I don't. So anyway, sorry I had to go on a little bit of rant, but I just thought that was funny. So I was gonna give it another chance, but it ended up selling, and it did sell for 45 plus. It didn't. I mean, with shipping, I think the shipping was like $15 or something like that. Anyway, next item. Oh, I got that for only $2. That's what all my Goodwill sell games for. This went for $5. No, I bought it for $5. It went for actually $30 plus shipping. I got an offer for 30. It had the little whatever the faceplate that you put on it after you make it. Unfortunately, when I bought it, I swear I saw the instructions, and then when I opened it later, I didn't see them. So maybe I hallucinated them. But the woman I bought it from, it was like this, I don't know how to describe it, like this rummage sale at this uh, place inside. It was kind of like where I got that mask and some Halloween stuff a little while back. Anyway, she was saying that, I was like, I don't know, $5, and she was like, oh, well, we sell this for $40 all the time on Etsy. And I didn't know if she was full of shit or not, but I just went ahead with it because it was such a nice piece. Like, the box is super cool. Anyway, like I said, turned 5 and 230 plus the shipping. Okay, this is a Peter Hughes diving outfit. Definitely vintage, made in USA, size large. This is one of those things that I bought at Goodwill when they brought out all the Halloween stuff. Like on the very first day, I made sure when I asked them when they were bringing it all out, and around like 10 o'clock or so, I went over and saw what they had, and this one Goodwill just had like so much good stuff. I had to pay up for all of it, like $46, which is more than what I usually pay, but it all sold really well. Between like 20 and like $70 depending on the piece. So definitely go when they pull out the Halloween stuff if that's what your Goodwill does. Anyway, yeah, I love these little rainbow sleeves. So I got this for I believe $4, and it sold for 40 plus the shipping. I also got this free from my father, so I don't know how much he paid, probably a couple bucks. Anyways, very, very cool. I had people interested in it, like, immediately, because I didn't even know this. Oh, and I had this in my death pile for months, and it sold so quickly once I actually had it listed. I hate when I do that. um, I don't know why, I just had, like, this anxiety over listing it. It wasn't actually that hard, but it came with the DVD, the Blu-ray, and some special features. It was actually numbered, but originally it had come with a box, and someone asked me something. They were like, "What number is this?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't have the box." Like, I put that in the description. But anyway, yeah, so that was pretty cool. Next item, another Christmas kit. I got this for 99 cents. I got the last one for 99 cents as well, if I didn't mention that. Just a Bucilla stocking kit. Bucilla seems to do the best. The other ones that aren't Bucilla, they don't seem to sell as well for me, or maybe less, and they take longer to sell. Anyway, 15 plus the shipping. This is a Jazz Fest shirt from 1998. It's got like the old Jazz Fest map on it. And I had this for several months, and I was hoping. No, I had this for over a year, I think. I was hoping it would sell for last Jazz Fest, but it might have been like too late by the time I got it. It maybe hadn't been up that long, and thankfully someone got it this year. There was some like little spots of like paint and stuff that might have kept people from buying it. But obviously it's one of my older pieces because it's got the wooden floor in the background. Um, so yeah, this went for 9 plus shipping. Like I said, a lot of these are not like huge big sales. Next thing is I got this for free. It sold for $21.24 with free shipping, so I probably got 16, 17 on this. 1 second. I had to drink a little coffee. Okay, so I got this for free with a D&D game that I actually sold on Etsy last month. It was just inside that game. I thought I'm not real familiar with D&D games. And when I opened it, I thought this might have been a part of that game because I just didn't look at it real well. And I was like, "Oh, this is whatever, you know." It turns out it was a totally different game. And this is obviously second edition of this game. Came out in 78. So I don't think there's a lot of hardcore people looking for this game, but um it's still sold within several months. So if you ever find it, I guess throw it up. I had this for the longest time. I don't know why. I think it's really really cool. It's vintage LL Bean, made in USA. And it's honestly like a different like color. Um, not than this, but like the other cabbie hats I saw were usually black or kind of boring colors. This is like a red orange. Maybe that put off people. I don't know, but I just thought it looked really really cool. And finally, someone bought it for 17 plus shipping, and they were able to appreciate it. They sent me feedback saying that they liked it, so that was great. And I bought this for $1. LSU jacket. This was unfortunate because I had it for at least 2 years, maybe even 3. And it ended up going to California for $8.50 plus shipping. Super sad part is I bought it for like $4. I thought it would go more quickly. Well, first of all, Louisiana does have cold weather, but like I guess most people here just like kind of I don't know if most people here don't really buy jackets and I don't know, maybe I could be totally way off on that, but like I live in southern Louisiana and it's hot here a lot. And the winters are usually pretty mild, so I think on a lot of cold days people just kind of like just kind of make it, no one wears anything too heavy. But regardless, I got this for $4, sold for $8.50, and this is the first time maybe ever, I can't remember, that they were national champions. And this is with coach Nick Saban. And he did eventually leave for, um, is it Alabama? I think it's Alabama. I don't know a lot about football, and I'm just going off what I remember. And now people here just like hate him. Uh, and then at the guy they got after that gave them like 2 national championships, Les Miles, they started hating him too. Because he wasn't, I guess, delivering the goods or whatever. And so they fired him, and now they've got like a Cajun guy who they're just kind of, I think they're kind of like cheapening out on this new coach. Not that he isn't good or anything, but I think they just kind of fired less and was like, we're not spending any more money on this team. Anyway, interesting. Next item is, okay, this kind of sucked because it just sucked to ship. It was like open bag, and I'm not sure if everything was even in there. I think there were some rhinestones missing, and all the, okay, these kits don't always tell you exactly what's in them. They'll give you like an approximation of what's in them. So if you buy them open bag, buyer beware. I thought this would go for a lot more, and the worst part of all of it is that like it was heavy. This does not look like a heavy item, but it was like 2 pounds, and it was large. Um, I couldn't fit it in a padded shipper. I was thinking I could at one point, and no, it was like so much bigger. And so I had to put it in like a regular poly bag, and um, it took forever to sell. I think I got this one and another one that was another Christmas tree skirt kit, and that one was still in the bag, unsealed. Yes, I mean unopened. I'm getting all my words mixed up. Okay, it was unopened. I sold it for like $35, like pretty quickly. This one I just could not sell. It went for 17, but I paid the shipping, and the shipping was like $7 or $8. So fortunately, I think that was like right before the shipping changeover. But yeah, never again. Um, anyway, and I paid $4 on that. I believe it was $3.99. Anyway, last eBay item was this Dare shirt. I had this for a little while as well. I bought it at Goodwill for $2. It went for $12.74 plus the shipping. And it was just like this really cool fireworks pattern. It was from 1994, made in USA. I had a lot of interest on this, like the entire time I had it. But sometimes that just happens with things. Like you'll get a lot of interest, and like it takes forever for someone to actually bite the bullet. I don't know. Anyway, Etsy item. I paid, oh my god, $2 for this and got 15 plus no, I paid shipping on this. This was free shipping. Um the funny thing is about this is that when the guy got it, he gave me good feedback, and he said, I was really only buying this for the bookmark, but the audio book was a nice bonus. So I don't know if like all he saw was bookmark and just like ordered it. Uh, I don't know what he was thinking, but no, he really liked it. So these are some more pictures. I used to love Goosebumps. I'm sure there's a lot of people um around my age that also, or even younger, that used to like these as well. And if you want to listen to this, by the way, it's all on YouTube, which I thought was interesting. They only made like maybe, I guess, 6 of these. And the bookmark was The Abominable Snowman of something. I don't know. I don't remember. But it's also kind of interesting because it shows like all the books up until um that time. I don't remember how many original Goosebumps there were. Anyway, so that's going to be it for my January sales. I'll have February's up soon. I know January is like super late, but it's been a busy year so far. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something, maybe thought something was interesting, and tell me what you thought. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.